Hello, Suzuki Sidekick, Geo Tracker, Pontiac Sunrunner community. I'm MC Army 02, and this is my 94 Geo Tracker. This thing was missing everything. It was just a block, just a header. I had to source everything inside the engine bay pretty much. Radiator, intake manifold, alternator, starter, water pump, distributor, spark plug, everything in the engine. I had an issue with my pulley seized, and I had to rebuild the entire head, pull the camshaft, change the valve spring gaskets, wallow out so that it was no longer, the camshaft was no longer seized. The engine was rebuilt, front differential rebuilt. During the startup, you heard it's really loud. The exhaust manifold was laying around. It has no muffler. The fuel pressure regulator is bad. And between that and the exhaust, and I have no fan shroud, I won't be driving it for you today, but in the future, I will release a video of me driving it. Now, this is the 2-door, tin top model, manual transmission, 8-valve engine. Throttle body, I had to buy the air intake. I had to rig this up. Thank you, Highway 83, for telling me about this fix. Like I said, I had to source several parts. I have a red Suzuki Swift camshaft pulley, adjustable camshaft pulley, which I got to work. I have from a Suzuki Samurai an HPS radiator hose kit. I had to replace, I put a Geo Prism intake manifold bolts on. I do have to confess, I tried to follow Highway 83's video on the crank shaft sprocket. I didn't know if I was going to need to take this back apart or not, so I didn't JB weld it as much as I should have, and I didn't Loctite the sprocket onto the camshaft at the end. So it does squeak a little bit on startup, but it's not bad and doesn't last very long. The fuel system is completely replaced. Fuel tank, fuel level sender, fuel pump, even the one-way check valve is completely replaced. All new fuel system. I removed the plastic bumper covers, added lights and a winch, snorkel, and folding mirrors. It's on 26-inch rugged terrain tires on 16-inch wheels with custom lug nuts on 2-inch spacers. Now, I know 2-inch spacers are a little controversial, but these are torqued correctly, and I don't intend to have this on highway speeds over 70, 75 miles an hour. It has a dual battery setup, lithium iron phosphate, one in the front, one behind the passenger seat. It's missing the wiper fluid pumps. Obviously, you can see a cracked windshield. Tint on this window is peeling, and I do have side-by-side 29-inch side-by-side tires on 15-inch wheels that will bolt right on if I want to do a more dedicated off-road adventure. A couple other accessories I have added is laser light whips in the back, and I do have a pod light concealed in the spare that I can turn on to light up behind me a little bit better when I'm off-roading. As we continue with the exterior, I might have mentioned we're on 26-inch tires on 16-inch wheels with 2-inch wheel spacers. That's why the stance is out. I do need alignment done. It is slightly off on the alignment. These are custom water oil, purple rainbow lug nuts, or longer lug nuts. I do have a set of side-by-side tires on 15-inch wheels that will bolt right on. So if I wanted to do a more aggressive off-road dedicated
set of tires, I could do that. It does. I do have a spare for both sets that I can throw on the spare if I need to. This is the rare 2-door tin top version, which I'm really excited about. Being an 8-valve manual transmission, it's a really rare car. Obviously got the snorkel. I removed the plastic bumper covers. I'm also not sure if I mentioned the fuel system is completely replaced. Everything, fuel level sender, pump, the tank itself is brand new. I even had to do a different one-way check valve. I don't know if you can see it there. Probably not. It doesn't. No, you can't see it. This build has been several years in the making. It's almost done, almost ready to be driven on the street. For the future, I plan on upgrading the alternator due to the dual battery set, 55 amp alternator that I have in there. It just isn't enough to charge both batteries, run all the lights and all of that. So I will, never mind the hack job on the wires. I know that's not pretty, but that's what I did. It's the look I'm going for. Now in the back, I want a full overland setup eventually, where tools, gasoline on one side, refrigerator, cooking on the other, maybe some spare parts, stuff like that. Just, for trail repairs and stuff like that. A light overland rig. I'm talking like a day or two. I'm not going to do any week-long trips in this probably, but I might try. So for now, spare water in there, Starlink Mini in there ready to go. Now, that's my 94 Geo Tracker 8-valve. This thing is almost done, almost ready. It's coming along great. I have made some mistakes and growing pains along the way, but I have never built a car before this. And I just want all of you to know, if you have a vehicle that you just intimidated by, the internet is a great place to start to look. I'd love to shout out Highway 83 Suzuki, Zooks Off-Road, and Tough Trails, because without their videos, this tracker would not be where it is today. Anybody can build themselves an affordable 4x4 just like this one. Thank you, and I will eventually have a video made and put out of me driving this thing.